This country has normalized a president being a convicted felon. Just think about that. Honestly, no, just stop for a second. We have a man that rapes women, who defends child molesters, who literally still hasn't conceded he lost the last election. Just think about this. Officers died from suicide. Many can never work again. Crushed vertebrae, PTSD, headaches, drugged down the steps. Michael Felon almost died from a heart attack. This is the person that 77 million pieces of shit voted for. Just think about this. And then these same people that talk about law and order want people to be arrested for touching fucking algae in the reflecting pool. Just think about this for a second. This is where we are as a country. You don't care about law and order. You're just shitty people. We have normalized this. And every day when I go through YouTube and I look at TikTok, I see all these people debating MAGA, talking to MAGA. Why? Why? You're not going to turn them. It's for rage bait. It's clickbait. Every day, content creators, podcasters, the news, independent journalism, every day that you sit down with them and you talk to them, you are normalizing this shit. Jimmy Kimmel, who I'll get into another video, sat down with this UFC guy who beats women. Fuck you, Jimmy Kimmel. You are normalizing that shit. When he went on The View, why didn't anybody ask them, why wasn't Donald Trump raping E. Jean Carroll a red line for you? Nope, nobody asked about that. Why won't you release the Epstein files? You danced around the damn issue. How about January 6th? Didn't ask about that. When's you going to pay E. Jean Carroll $80 million for you? Didn't ask him about that, did you? This country is normalizing him. Do you not understand that? I could go out and make all these clickbait and rage bait bullshit videos and fucking yell at MAGA. And I used to watch somebody like a Brian Shapiro, and all he does is fucking act like a dumbass and yell at MAGA. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. I got no. It's fucking stupid. It's bullshit. It is bullshit. It is meant to make you pissed off and angry so you fucking make them money. It is. Let's be real. It's bullshit. We have normalized a convicted fucking felon being the president of the United States. That shit is not okay. Part of this country is never going to leave him. It is a cult. A white supremacist, make America white again cult. They will never leave him. The entire Republican Party is not holding him accountable, very likely because the vast majority of them molested little girls on the Epstein files. Or they have donors that were on the Epstein files. Or they know people were on there. Or they're protecting Trump that they know he did horrible shit on the Epstein files. This is where we are as a country. And it's not okay and it's not normal. It's not. It's gross. It's repugnant. There's no reason for us to have a country if this is okay. If you're more upset about somebody touching algae or a pool liner that's in a pool in a public place, that person should get 12 years, lock them up, law and order, while you voted for a rapist. And a black man takes a knee, he's a son of a bitch on the football field. But if a white man rapes women, he gets to be president. If a black man wears a tan suit, oh my God, the horrors. This is incredible. I can't believe this happened. What a disgrace. But if a white man's a convicted felon, he gets to be fucking president. This is where we are. This is not a difference of left versus right. This is right versus wrong and fucking having morality. I don't care if one person watches my video. I'm not going to make this clickbait, rage bait bullshit because that's what it is. We, as a society, have normalized that shit. The peaker, Parker get a job and the deans. Good for you. What have you solved? Nothing. Nothing. You've solved shit. I'm one of the only white people that are on here talking about white supremacy. Why is that, Dean and Parker? Why aren't you talking about that? Because 77 million people went to the voting booth, voted for a rapist, a convicted felon, a man that defends child molesters. January 6th, execution of black men in New York City. Didn't rent to black people, cheats on his wife with a porn star. Very fine people on both sides. Kisses the ass of that racist podcaster piece of shit. Puts him on Air Force 2. You know, if a pilot's black, how do I know they're qualified? What if she's a lesbian black woman? How do I know she's qualified? Hey, Justice Jackson, she must be an affirmative action hire, that racist piece of shit. And you put him on Air Force 2 and treat him like the fucking king of Egypt? Why don't you talk about that? Because 77 million people couldn't stomach voting for the black woman. And I thought about that the last couple of days. And I frankly don't give a shit if nobody watches my videos. Because this is why we're here. Too many of you in this country think that the Democrats winning in the midterms is going to fix the problem. It's not. It's not the problem. It's not the Democrats. It's not the Republicans. It is people that would rather vote for a man that rapes women than vote for the black woman. That's the problem. Go look at the group chats in New York City and Miami-Dade talking about Nazis and the N-word and watermelon people. The other day, a guy in Tennessee, same thing, the young Republicans. He wants a white America. He's afraid. This was coming from the president of the young Republicans in the Tennessee party. This is not a bug. It is a feature. This is what this is about. And when you look at the demographics for the presidential race, the Zohran Mamdani race, and the Jasmine Crockett race, what do you see? The same demographics. White men, white women, Latino men. That shit has got nothing to do with politics. They don't want a person of color in this country because they're afraid that their white culture is going away. That's all this is. Can you imagine if Barack Obama was doing a fraction of the shit that Donald Trump was? People on the right would be losing their shit. They would be having a meltdown, demanding him to be impeached yesterday. But it's a white man, so he gets a free pass. That's why we're here. That's why I do this. And I give a shit because it's the right thing to do. This shit has been going on for 400 fucking years, and I'm sick of it. I am sick of people that look like me putting their heads up their asses and saying, I can't afford to go on this general strike because I'm poor. You're not called the N-word. You're not treated differently. It's such a bullshit excuse. It's fucking bullshit. And I'm sick of it. I grew up poor. I had to walk to work 5.2 miles every day. That is bullshit. You don't want to get out of your privilege. You have the privilege of not saying a damn thing while everybody else suffers. We literally have people in concentration camps. Over 50 people have died since last year. Hey, let's go spend $10,000 on a New York Knicks finals. I don't care. Doesn't affect me. That's what's wrong with this fucking country. Is that we're not willing to sacrifice our personal comfort for a fucking stranger just because we don't know them. And I do care because that's the kind of country I want to live in. I give a shit about other people. Until more people are as angry as I am and care, then we're not going to change. Then let the whole thing burn to the ground. Because this country, as it is, if you're going to ignore everything I just said and you're going to ignore people in concentration camps and Israel murdering children in Gaza, then this country isn't worth saving. Because it doesn't have a moral compass anymore. It doesn't. Let it burn to the ground. Because maybe that's what needs to happen. Maybe white people need to finally suffer what black people have felt like for hundreds of years. And the Deans and the Parkers and all of you fucking podcasters that are just in it for the clicks and views, you're complicit. Because evil succeeds when good people do nothing. And you keep ignoring the root, which is white supremacy. It is. And it's our fault for only cutting off the top of the weed during after the Civil War. And we left the root. And it went from a white hood to a red hat. That's it. That's all this is. This is not rocket science, y'all. And I'm going to keep talking about it. If that's not your cup of tea, that's cool. Then don't watch me. But I can't stop talking about this because that's why we're here. White people, get off your asses and be uncomfortable for once in your miserable, privileged lives. Do something that doesn't benefit you. Do something to give a shit about somebody else that doesn't look like me. Have a white day.